My name's Major Sam McGrath and I run the Parachute Regiment Selection Course, P Company. I promoted to the rank of Major and commanded nearly 200 guys just after my 28th birthday. At the time I was the youngest Major in the British Army. One of the most demanding things I've ever done is fighting amongst my comrades in Afghanistan. On a daily basis we were up against a very fierce enemy. Each time we went out the door we didn't know what we were going to face. The para mindset, the para training prepared me for that, and over the course of a couple of weeks I became conditioned to that environment. The parachute run was extremely difficult. We have at least 12 hours in a plane. We then would drop probably 10 miles away from the objective, and we then must march from our drop zone to the objective over 10 miles carrying Bergen's rucksacks in excess of 120 pounds. So that requires a physical resilience and a mental fortitude to cope with that kind of stress and that anxiety. By the time our guys get to the battle, they've already gone through a degrading process, and so we need guys that aren't only fit enough for that, but they're mentally resilient enough for that kind of challenge. The Para Selection course is made up of 8 tests, and they test all aspects of physical fitness: strength, speed, endurance and flexibility. It starts off with a 10-mile march carrying 35 pounds over mountainous terrain. Go! We then do an aerial confidence course where we train soldiers to overcome fear at heights of 55 feet.
And it prepares people for the uncertainty of jumping out of the plane for the first time.
Stand by!
We get people to do very simple things, but under conditions of stress.
Okay, stop there! Touch your toes!
P Company constantly takes people outside of their comfort zone.
Go!
We then move on to a log race where soldiers run at best speed 2 miles carrying half a telegraph pole, and physically that is the hardest 15 minutes of any bloke in the para's life. It is emotional.
Open the question, straight into it!
We then do a 2-mile steeplechase course, cross-country water obstacle route.
Good! Right back!